The Bitcoin price has managed to stage a sudden recovery after coming awfully close to lose 40k support. The benchmark cryptocurrency jumped to an intraday high of 44,300, recovering more than 9% in less than 24 hours. As reported yesterday, crypto exchange Huobi announced that it will block all its existing Chinese users by the end of 2021, after it stopped accepting new customers from mainland China. Therefore, yesterday we saw something new. But not unexpected. Uniswap, actually the native token of leading decentralized exchange, was up more than 25% on the news. So the Huobi announcement made Bitcoin slide to an intraday low of 40,800, but buyers quickly stepped in and saved the day. The volatile Sunday closed a turbulent week for the leading cryptocurrency. Last week, we saw Bitcoin shedding almost 8% after property giant Evergrande's debt crisis dumped the global markets. After shedding a substantial portion of losses on Tuesday, the crypto king plunged even further on Friday after China intensified its clampdown on crypto trading and the local crypto mining industry. According to the data provided by Bybit, 296 million worth of cryptocurrency were liquidated. Welcome to Satoshi Snack. My name is Marco from Mind the Chart, and in this video we're going to wrap up what's new on the market. And we also gonna look at some chart. So if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our daily updates on the cryptocurrency world and follow our channel. And now let's jump on the most important news of the day. So first important news is Uni token rises 20% as China blanket ban on crypto business puts focus on decentralized exchanges. Crypto investors seems to be betting that China's latest blanket ban on virtual currency business will be blessing in disguise for decentralized exchanges, facilitating direct peer-to-peer transaction without an intermediary. That's evident from the weekend's market action. CoinDesk 20 data shows that native tokens of major decentralized exchanges like Uniswap and SushiSwap have gained 22% and 18% respectively in the last 24 hours, so leading Bitcoin higher by a significant margin. So we saw Uniswap growing, we saw SushiSwap, Curve, Ethereum, all the DeFi names and tokens are gaining traction because of this Huobi news. So Chinese customers, Chinese clients are moving now from centralized exchanges to decentralized exchanges. So this is what we saw yesterday. And even if this fight on China is recycled news, and we saw this news many times in the past, this is actually the first time we are seeing this rotation in the market. So people are actually moving to DeFi because they are realizing that DeFi might be the futures for them. So the great rotation into everything decentralized is upon us, and all thanks to the latest and undoubtedly most aggressive crypto ban by China. So this is a quite bullish news if we think about it. It started with a bearish news, with a bearish tone, but then moved and transformed in something bullish, as we saw with the mining ban in May. Another breaking news is Binance.com suspends spot trading and fiat challenge in Singapore. So Binance.com, the global cryptocurrency exchange platform, announced that suspension of spot trading, fiat purchase channels, liquid swap, and fiat deposit functions. The suspension will come into effect from the 26th of October. The exchange also requests Singapore users to withdraw their tokens and cease their trades by the effective date. The exchange in its official press release said, as the market leader Binance constantly evaluates its product and service offering, we will be restricting Singapore users in respect to the regulated payment service in line with our commitment to compliance. Users in Singapore are advised to cease all related trades, withdraw fiat assets, and redeem tokens by Wednesday. Well, that's not a good news for Binance. Binance is slowly losing pieces of its armor, and we are seeing that FTX is gaining traction onto Binance because FTX is doing a lot of good stuff out there. So we will see how this ends, but for Binance now, all these regulators attacks are not good enough. So I would stay not away, I will say, but I'm not interested in BNB token for now. I think there are a lot of good deals out there, which is not BNB, and I will maybe bet on FTX token better. Another important piece of news here: will the SEC approve a Bitcoin futures ETF in 2021? Here are the implications. Rumors are flying that SEC could approve a Bitcoin futures ETF before the end of the year. We heard that maybe in October, November will come. What does this mean? And why Bitcoin futures ETF before one for the asset itself? That's what we are here to explore. It seems like the US Securities and Exchange Commission will not give go-ahead to the mythical Bitcoin ETF just yet. But why the SEC is hesitant about approving the Bitcoin ETF? The reason is that Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency in the world by market capitalization, remains largely unregulated. So additionally, the Securities and Exchange Commission is hesitant to allow an ETF focused on the new and largely untested cryptocurrency market to make its way on the public. So is a Bitcoin future ETF what US investors want? At least 4 asset managers have filed for ETFs that invest in Bitcoin futures after Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler early this month indicates that it could approve such fund, but investors may not want them in lieu of physical-backed Bitcoin ETFs, analysts have said. So a Bitcoin ETF mimics the price of a digital currency, allowing investors to buy into the ETF without trading Bitcoin itself. Some investors are a group of simply can't invest in Bitcoin, the asset, because their own internal rules won't allow them to. So if you are an hedge fund or a big bank or something and you want to invest in Bitcoin, you need an ETF actually. And you also pay less fee in US. So they can purchase Bitcoin through a brokerage account. No financial institution backs it, so no one protects them. And of course, there is a feared volatility. So that's why we need an ETF as soon as possible. So a Bitcoin ETF could help get around those restrictions since the format is more widely accepted. There are sorts of custody and regulatory hurdles for a big financial institution to jump through, said Rolf Mayfield, investment strategy analyst at Robert W. Baird & Co. If it were offered an ETF, it clears a lot of that up for financial institutions. So it's so important for financial institutions to have an ETF if they want to start invest properly in Bitcoin. So let's start with some technicals on Bitcoin. We start with the monthly time frame, and what we see here is the possibility of an equilibrium. So we have the top at 65,000 almost 64,000. Then we have the local bottom at 28,000, and then we are looking for a lower high compared to 65,000 now on the monthly. It's not confirmed yet, so the monthly top is not confirmed. We need a weekly trend change, downtrend weekly trend change to confirm the top on the monthly. So what we're looking now is possibly another inside bar here for the next month to create, and then we can determine what direction Bitcoin will take. If we can continue looking for the lower high compared to 65,000, or maybe we're gonna top in on the monthly and looking for an higher low. So we will shape up an equilibrium. So that, I think, is the most likely scenario until the end of the year. I think we can go sideways for a while now. I don't think we can break an all-time high before the end of the year. Not sure about that, but I don't think it is the most likely scenario. I think the most likely scenario is actually the equilibrium on the monthly. So we will see. By the way, the time will speak for us. So let's go on the weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, what we have here is we are looking for an higher low compared to the last bottom we had. So everything we find above 29,000 almost, it's gonna be an higher low. So we had before the opportunity to make a bullish entry here. I mean, there was an opportunity for a bull flag here, but it's been negated by the breach of the 0.38 on the Fibonacci. So now we broke down here the 12 EMA and the 26 EMA, and we got down towards 39,000. So it's not a bull flag anymore. What is now is an equilibrium as well. So we are looking for an higher low, and then we might be looking for a lower high compared to this level. So once we found the local bottom here, once we change the daily trend, and now I'm going to show you how. Once we change the daily trend, we might go for a bounce and a lower high, but it's not sure because we actually breached the 26 EMA here, and We also broke the 200 EMA on the daily several times, so it's not that easy to go and make a bottom here, but we are on a good way to do that. So if I'm going to the daily time frame, is here what the juice is, because we can find actually good spots here and we can find something interesting. So what we have here is an equilibrium as well. So as you can see, we're going sideways pretty much of the time ever since we topped here. So we have the lower low, then lower high, higher low, and lower high. So what Bitcoin has to do now is break the 45,200 to confirm the daily trend change and go for actually the weekly higher low confirmed. So in order to confirm the weekly higher low, we need a daily trend change and break above the 26 and 12 EMA that we have here on the daily. As you can see, we danced around the 200 EMA. We broke through the 200 EMA several times, but we closed above it. So this is quite bullish. I mean, if we were to close below the 200 EMA, that it would be a red flag. But the fact that we recovered the 200 EMA, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So what we need now to see is actually we also have a channel here, as you can see on the daily, but better on the 4 hour. You can see a channel we created here, and this channel actually is a good one because you can find all the bottoms we had on the channel, and then you can find the probably top that we are going to see next if we break 45,200. So we want continuation. We don't want to break 45,200 without follow through, because otherwise the risk is we are going to go straight through and get the 200 EMA on the 4 hour. If we don't have enough volume, we're going to find resistance here and we might go back and test 40,000 once again. So the most important things to me now, the most important level, line on the sand, is actually 45,200. We got to break this, we got to go through this, and then we can actually reach 47,000. And for the down path, what I'm looking is 40,000. So if we break through 40,000, that means that we broke the equilibrium, the daily equilibrium bearish, and we're going to test probably the first daily RSI 30 oversold on the daily. So the daily RSI is pretty much around right now 35,000. It might go through and go up to 38,000, which is the bottom of this channel. We can go there and test that. A great support is here on 37,000. So all I cares now is this level 45,200, and the 40,000 to me is the most important level. So we will see how Bitcoin will shape through these two levels. And that's it for today's guys. So I hope you enjoyed this wrap up, and if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and I see you tomorrow. Bye.